The PZTV room. So as you guys pop in, let me know where you're tuning in from. I'd love to hear from you all of the things. We're talking about sandalwood this week. That is your behind the scent. So I've got so much to share with that and more as you guys are tuning in. Hey Sarah. Hi Sabina. Good to see you. All right, as you are popping in, let me know what is going on and where you are tuning in from. I always love to hear from you all and so forth. I'm in here in the studio, just so you know. That's where I be. So, hello, Marinette. How are you? Oh, Louisiana. That's awesome. I love it. Cool, cool, cool. All right, hold tight. There we are. Oh, there we go. I got it going. All right. So yesterday we had a little bit of a Facebook glitch. I do apologize if you're watching over on that platform. I think everything is doing pretty good today so far. Knock on wood, right? And all of the things. Good afternoon, Marie. How are you today? Good to see you. Lots of fun stuff today. We got to talk about we had an incredible, fun little live yesterday. We talked about kind of kicked off the sandalwood behind the scent focus of the week, and then some. Do we get vault hints today? I don't know. You just never know. You never know if I'll hint around whatever. I don't know. So hi from Chesapeake, Virginia. Hi Janice. How are you doing today? Good to see everyone. Good to see. I don't see any comments up on Facebook. Hold tight just a second. I know there's some people watching. Let me see if I can get them to pop up. Here we go. All right. If you're watching over on the Facebook platform, let me know in the comments. I do see it, so I'm not sure why I can't see any comments. Where will gardenia ever come back? You never know. That's one that could always make a return. We had a really pretty gardenia fragrance there for a while. So, hello from Indiana. Good to see you today. Hi. Are you guys, having a good Tuesday so far? Hello, Sue. Good to see you. There's some comments over on Facebook. I'm seeing them come in right now. That's good stuff. Hopefully you're having a great Tuesday. I know I'm having a great Tuesday and then some. I cannot believe that we are at the end of July. It seems crazy. And we've been talking about, pumpkins and apples and all of the things on PZTV. PZTV was so fun last Tuesday. Such an incredible show. I do have everything still set up in here if you're interested in seeing any of that stuff. As always, this is kind of like a free-for-all. So if you guys have something that you want me to see, want me to mix, all you got to do is ask. It's kind of like an easygoing thing. Well, Jamie, this is actually a dress, but thank you. Thank you. Hey, Tiffany. How are you today, girl? Good to see you guys. Several things that I want to start off with. Hi, Lauren. Good to see you, girl. Is that basically if you are brand new to us here at Pink Zebra Home, drop down in the comments, no matter what platform you're watching from, #newbie. We always love to know if we have new people that are up in here. And I'm going to encourage you and I'm going to extend a hand for you to give us a follow. So if you're not, thank you, Marie. If you're not following us on whatever platform you're tuning in from, hi, Amber, definitely give us a follow. We want to hear from you, right? We want to connect with you. I want to connect with you. We love to hear from you guys. And I'm going to give you, it looks like I already have somebody new. Awesome, Chelsea. Welcome on in. Good to see you. So we are Pink Zebra Home, and we are your one-stop shop for everything home fragrance. That is who we are. Okay, so the best part about Pink Zebra is that we can fragrance any one of your spaces, any rooms in your house, any of your places that you want, that you live in, and we do it in a manner that is headache friendly and safe. Not safe only for those families, members that you live with, but also safe for the furry friends. That's important, right? So you'll hear me if you are brand new, of course, or if you're not brand new, but you'll hear me talk about and speak about different types of products that we have here at Pink Zebra that are all home fragrance products. And then some, we actually went another route. We have a body care line. We have all kinds of, fragrance items that you'll hear me talk about here at Pink Zebra Home. And so that is kind of what we do. On the daily, I am live and always talking about these amazing fragrances and then some. Today, I actually have a show that is tailored around a fragrance. So this week's fragrance focus is actually sandalwood, and I love me some sandalwood. Newbie, returning newbie, I love to hear that too. Sandalwood's my favorite. Any sandalwood lovers up in here, raise your hand. I guess I couldn't see your hand. Drop into the comments if you're a sandalwood lover. I love sandalwood. I love it for so many different reasons. It's definitely somebody that I love, or some fragrance that I love. Somebody, I guess it's not a person, but it's definitely a fragrance that I love. So that's what we're gonna talk about. I love that, Erica. Good. Lots of lovers of sandalwood. Okay, so you guys are raising your hand. I love it. Definitely. So that is kind of, we started this about 3 months ago. And so you guys are giving us a lot of good feedback. Our customers are loving the education. You love the purple warmer. We got, this one, I know. We'll talk about that one here after a while. We've got so many incredible products and so forth for some of you that are tuning in that love home fragrance. So that's exactly what we're doing this week. So in addition to that, this week on the horizon, we also have that amazing vault show. You guys know is my favorite. Who doesn't love a good vault show, right? All those throwback fragrances. If you have questions, again, definitely drop those in the comments. It looks like I've got a herd of people up in here that are definitely happy to answer your questions alongside of myself. I also have a ton of people that are monitoring commentary that work for Pink Zebra Home as well. So if there's something that I can't answer, then they'll probably be able to answer. Yes. Oh, Bonnie, I'm so glad I got to see you too. It was so fun, wasn't it? I know, Jerry. Sandalwood's one of my favorites. It's right behind Amber. Amber is definitely hands down my. Okay, so the coupon, we don't actually have a coupon code. So I don't know if I didn't take that out. Hold on just a second. So that is, we don't have a coupon code today. So I don't know if that was still left on there. So I apologize for that. No coupon code. No coupon code today. But you never know when we might have one pop up. Okay? All right. So let's talk a little bit about sandalwood. I want to give you some history on sandalwood, and then I have a ton of blends that we're going to do. Hi, Brianna. Good to see you today, too. All right. So let's talk a little bit about sandalwood and where it came from. Fragrance profile is soft, creamy, woody, warm, slightly sweet, with a lingering depth. Definitely. That's exactly what I love about sandalwood. Sandalwood has that really good, smooth tail note fragrance. A lot of times you're going to see sandalwood in the tail end of a said scent, like as the bottom note or the base note that we like to call it. And it's because it has that longevity, right? So we're going to talk about that here in just a second. Hi, Marie. The weather in Cleveland is nice and beautiful. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad that you're having good weather. So true sandalwood oil actually comes from the heartwood of the sandalwood tree found in India. Okay. Primarily found in India. It's very common in Ayurvedic medicine. Okay. And perfume. It's so precious. The actual, the note itself, the fragrance note itself is so precious that its trees are considered sacred and protected in some regions. It is also shown to reduce anxiety and lower blood pressure through inhalation. How about that? Yeah, I don't know what happened with the code. I do see your comments. Sorry about that today. I don't know why that's showing. I thought I took that out yesterday. So for some reason that must be glitching. I do apologize for that. All right. So let's talk a little bit about it also some self-care, right? So we all love self-care. Everybody needs self-care. So when you use sandalwood, it is true that it promotes mental clarity, emotional balance, and inner peace. It's also used to enhance meditation, sleep, spa, self-care, definitely all of the good things. Some Buddhist monks rub sandalwood on their temples to aid in meditation. It also helps us grow, slow down, reflect, and retreat into a comforting inner world. So I'm just thinking, if I'm thinking about using sandalwood and using this fragrance in my home, I love learning something new every day. Me too. Me too. It's so fun, isn't it? So if I definitely have, if I'm melting a fragrance, such as, we're going to do this here in a little bit too, because I love this one, Luxe Comfort, right? If I am using this, then I know that it's going to give me all of those benefits. So I also like to take this a step further and think, where do I need relaxation in my home? Well, I'm a mom of 2 boys and 2 bulldogs and a wife, so I need it all the way through. But in particular, okay, side note, right? Maybe my bedroom, right? Maybe that's where I want to have serenity. Maybe that's where I would maybe not want to put something that is, I would say, like a louder fragrance, something like cinnamon. Okay, we're gonna have a whole week on cinnamon, something like that. Maybe that's, I would want to take that into consideration. So knowing anything that has sandalwood, a lot of times when you, especially when you are looking at fragrance notes, I know this is always one that I love to do when I go to perfume stores. I read through those, right? Because I do that every day. And if I see that a perfume has amber, right? Hold on just a second. If it has amber or if it has sandalwood and even some forms of vanilla, I love to blend in some vanilla with my sandalwood, my perfumes and such. I know I'm going to like it, right? And also placement of that fragrance. So for example, this Luxe Comfort, it placed sandalwood in the actual middle, whereas a lot of times, like you'll hear me talk a little bit later about how sandalwood's typically that bottom note. All that means is that's the order that you're going to actually smell it as it unfolds. That front note is going to be what you smell first, followed by the creamy sandalwood and sage. This is a beautiful fragrance, by the way. Do I have a flyer about it? I don't have a flyer, but that's a good suggestion, Marie. Definitely send that into ideas and feedback. I love it. So what makes it so addictive? Okay, so did you know that it was addictive? It is. Okay, sandalwood is a fixative, meaning it holds other scents in place and increases the longevity. There you go. There's your longevity, right? Of a fragrance blend. Hi, friends. Hi, Judy. Good to see you today. The chemical composition is santalol, which has a creamy, velvety character. So true, especially for fragrances like Flannel Blanket, right? We're going to do some blends with this one after a while. Hands down, I love this fragrance so much, right? That tail note fragrance note is warm amber. If you have ever hung out with me for any amount of time, I talk about amber all the time. Well, this check marks all the boxes for me. Gorgeous fragrance. Flannel Blanket, we're going to talk about here after a while. Okay. I love it. Luxe Comfort's my all-time favorite, said Kara. Also, fun fact, as we're talking about these fragrances and we're talking about these blends, in the event that you want to place an order, it's pretty easy. I've actually already pinned everything up over on Pink Zebra Home. pinkzebrahome.com. You can log into your account with your consultant, or if you don't have one, you can actually search there to do some shopping, right? So some of you newbies that are joining me today, also give us a follow today too. Give me a follow. I have all kinds of things to share with you guys today. I'm a plethora of information, just so y'all know. All right. Hey, Veronica, what's up, girl? All right, so let's see here. Modern use in perfumery. All right, here you go. All right, any perfume lovers up in here? Do I have any perfume lovers? Like, I love it. All right. It's actually, sandalwood is in designer fragrances like Lis Labo Santal 33 and Chanel Boy de... I can't say that rest of that. So just think Chanel, right? I know Chanel uses sandalwood a lot in their perfumes. It's often paired with a floral, a citrus, a spice, and even sometimes probably like a cinnamon or cardamom. And you might see some of those fragrances more in the winter time, right? Because it's going to pull that more heavier fragrance note. What I love about this, and we're going to really dive into this probably tomorrow. I think tomorrow we're going to do more of a Christmas in July. Like, I'm going to give you tons of more holiday, more heavier fragrances. Whereas today I have a little lighter fragrances. So I want you guys to really truly be able to embrace. I can take any fragrance that not just me, but you guys too, any fragrance that Pink Zebra has. And if you are new, like I said, you may not realize that we can customize our own fragrance blend, right? By blending. So I can take any of these, and I can take that sandalwood fragrance that I'm seeking out, such as like holiday home, right? And I can make that sandalwood fragrance a Christmas fragrance, or I can take it and make a fresh fragrance, like something that's perfumey. That's the beautiful thing about Pink Zebra, okay? And I'm not done. We got more. All right. So am I making sense? Brianna loves perfume. Hey, Ashley, what's up? I love it. All right. Santalol binds well to scent receptors. Remember, the key component in sandalwood is that santalol. It binds to scent receptors, creating a longer lasting olfactory impression, meaning it's gonna stay with you, right? So a lot of times if you have sandalwood in your perfume, that's something that's to take into consideration. It's gonna stay on your skin longer. It's gonna stay with you longer. You blend everything. Me too, D. I love to do it. Kendall says she loves perfume too. All right, keep those comments coming. I love hearing from y'all. It also, I like to blend it with woody fragrances too. I love holiday home smells. I mean, I'll tell you what, that is definitely a favorite of mine too. Such a good one. As the nights grow longer, I don't want the nights to grow longer, but let's say when they start to, sandalwood helps us slow down, reflect, and retreat into a comforting inner world. Love that. It's actually, all right, here's your skin. You know, it's designed to linger on your skin a little bit longer. So all of the things. Anytime that, like I said, I've ever found a perfume, before I really started in with Pink Zebra Home and home fragrance, I've always been a lover of fragrance, and I know I've got a lot of you that are also lovers of fragrance as well. But like I said, anytime that a fragrance, like a perfume, has sandalwood in it, amber in it, any of those fragrance notes, I'm immediately drawn to it, right? That's definitely something that I love. And it's for all of those reasons. It warms it up. It definitely, and it gives you that sense of clarity. It's good for, like it says, inner peace and all of that. So I just want you to think, especially with not only sandalwood. Hey, Marilyn, what's up? As you're melting and learning about these fragrances, what do they do? And then when I put that into my space, how's that going to benefit me? Fun fact, right? You like incense. Okay. All right. And I like the notes like sandalwood. Getting ready to be able to blend scents is definitely my favorite thing. Yeah. That's what makes us so special, so unique, so different, right? And then to boot, not only that, but I want, for a lot of you out there that are, I don't know if I have any of you that are sensitive to fragrance, that, headaches. Do I have any headache sufferers, chronic migraine sufferers out there? Our products are headache friendly, right? And we're going to continue to educate you guys on that component as well, right? Yes. And I think that, knowing that I can use this product, I'm a sandalwood lover, and that, I'm not going to have any issues with whatever it is, that's reassuring, right? Can I get a yes? Hi, Faith. You love flannel blanket. I do too, Lauren. Flannel blanket is definitely one of my absolute favorites. I love it so much. Okay, I am going to talk about some fragrance recipes. I'm going to give you guys some recipes. I didn't think this through very well. I am going to move some of these lights for now. If you guys want me to pull these out here a little later in the show, I am happy to do so. Yesterday, we pulled out the Spooky Mansion and paired that up with this gorgeous black drip simmering light that I might just leave right here. It's just so pretty, but we'll just leave it out for now. And we talked about how gorgeous it was. So I'm definitely more than happy to go grab you some stuff. You need flannel blanket all year? I know, I feel the same. It actually came out, flannel blanket came out originally as a fragrance that we had, I remember years ago, and I got a carton of that, and I had it in a hotel room, right? And I remember when I woke up the next day, just from being in a carton, just like this, right? An enclosed carton in my hotel room, my entire hotel room smelled like flannel blanket, and that's exactly what sold me on it. I love that. Christy says, that's excellent. Christy said, I am a chronic migraine sufferer, and I am able to use Pink Zebra. That is over a comment over on Pink Zebra Home. We love hearing that. Keep those comments coming for sure. I'm so glad that I'm able to have fragrances in my home. I ended up in the hospital over candles. definite testimonies. My dad is sensitive to some smells, and I can burn anything and it doesn't. I love it. Yes. Hi, Jessa. How are you today? Good to see you, girl. Hopefully you made it home okay. Kara said, I had chronic migraines for several years, probably because I used bad products. But then I found Pink Zebra about 10 years ago, and it changed my life. True testimony right there from somebody watching over on Facebook. All right. We're going to keep talking about it. I got some blends for you. We're going to pull out that Luxe Comfort. So I was talking about this one a little bit ago at the very beginning of the show. One of my absolute favorites. You have notes of cashmere vanilla, creamy sandalwood, and sage. Front fragrance note. Everything that I am blending today, just so you guys know, is I have it all pinned up. If you're over on pinkzebrahome.com, you can see everything there. We also have a set sandalwood category on the website, as well as a 4-bag bundle that's a steal right now. That's $40. Because I'm feeling like I want to give back to my friends, hint, hint, okay? If you place an order right now, right? So you guys have at least another, I don't know how long I'll talk. Well, probably a while. If you place an order, I need to know, okay? I need to know so that I can look it up and see what you're ordering. So let me know. There was your public service announcement. All right, let's pull out some stonewashed denim. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? If you place an order, definitely let me know. All right, we're going to blend in. This is called Fresh Cozy Blanket. I did this one yesterday, but it was too good to not include again today. So I grabbed some stonewashed denim. This is a product, right? Or a fragrance blend. Well, it's a product too, that I was talking about. I was referencing that is more of a fresh blend, right? So something that if you are a lover of, fresher blends, this is taking that sandalwood note, right? And I'm going to blend it in with some stonewashed denim, which has notes of fresh laundry, juniper, and warm woods. Marsha she said, I'm jumping on that train. I'm going to order up now. All right, I'm ordering up now. Okay, all right, so Fresh Cozy Blanket. This is a 2 fragrance blend. Anytime that you are ordering Pink Zebra, utilizing Pink Zebra, always make sure that you're using at minimum 3 scoops of sprinkles for your warmer, right? You definitely want to make sure that you do that. And the reason being is that is how we test and what we recommend minimum use here at Pink Zebra. A scoop is equivalent to about an ounce or a tablespoon, to give you an idea. Not an ounce, I'm sorry. It's about a tablespoon, okay? So if you have a tablespoon at home and you don't have one of these, then that would give you an idea of 3 tablespoons, okay? To give you an idea. All right, so I'm going to put both of these fragrances. This is just going to be equal part blend. All right, fantastic. So this is called Fresh Cozy Blanket. Very, very pretty fragrance. Beautiful thing about Pink Zebra though is if I feel like when I'm in the middle of blending that I want something to smell stronger in one area, that's all I have to do is just add more of it. It's kind of like baking, if I feel like my cinnamon rolls need more cinnamon and brown sugar, then I just add more. It's definitely just whatever makes your nose happy is definitely the key. So, all right, so that's that first blend, Fresh Cozy Blanket. Fun fact, if you place an order today, right, as always, as I do every day, I have a lot of bags that I got to take out. So I did a walk this morning. I went and got my basket. Look at there, okay? That one's going in somebody's package. I love to do that. We're going to just do it all day. How about that? What did you do today? Well, I made some fun blends for my friends. Fun blends, right? It's going to be good. All right. Next up, I'm going to do you more of a fresher fragrance. This next one that I'm calling Beach Crush. And I did this one yesterday again, but I think that we had a little bit of a system glitch whenever I went live. So I wanted to go ahead and give this to you again, right? Your sandalwood based fragrance is absolutely beautiful. If you've smelled this one before, you know how incredible this is. Sea salt and vanilla. Came out as a Paisley pick eons ago. I couldn't even tell you exactly when. A long time ago. I absolutely love it. And I love it for several reasons. This is probably one of the funnest fragrances to take so many different ways because of the fragrance notes that are in it. Front note is marine tides. Your second note is sandalwood, followed up with some orange. So sea salt and vanilla, first fragrance. And then I'm taking probably one of my favorite fragrances from the spring, Citrus Crush. So This is for those of you that really love a good, fresh blend, good, fresh, long-lasting fragrance right here. Okay, so Citrus Crush has notes of tangerine, pink grapefruit, and citrus. We're just going to blend the two of these together. And this, like I said, I'm calling this one Beach Crush. When I first used this Citrus Crush, I put it in my kitchen, which is on my, hey, Danielle. Danielle's on. What's up, Danielle Malik? Good to see you, girl. I see your order, my friend. Yay, I got you. I got you. All right. Who else is going to order? Anyone else going to place an order? I just need to know. Remember, I do. Hi, Heidi. What's up? Best scent ever and fresh and complete with so many. Are you talking, Ambry, are you talking about the sea salt and vanilla or the citrus? I love the citrus. I was just saying, as Danielle popped on, I put this in my bottom level, like that my kitchen is right off of my back door, like, which is to my patio. I smelled this on my pool deck, friends. So if you're looking for something good and strong, this Citrus Crush is going to be your jam. Yes. Isn't it gorgeous? I love it. It has just got so much strength to it, which I love a good, strong fragrance. Hi, Cammie. I love that you guys like it too. And you know, if you were tuned in that week that we talked, right, this is behind the scent. So we're talking about sandalwood this week. But if you, Marsha said she placed an order as well. If you watched, that's okay. If you watched the behind the scent that was on, that had to do with citrus, then you were aware that, the actual citrus fragrance note doesn't come from, it comes from the peel. Right? So it's not from the actual orange itself, but actually from the peel, which I think is so fun. Marsha, I got your order, girl. Thank you. If you guys are placing orders, let me know in the comments. I need to know. So far, just Danielle and Marsha have placed orders, so that's awesome. Keep in mind too, I know, thank you, March 2019 was sea salt and vanilla. If you do, if you haven't seen, we are still, this is the very final day of the fundraiser for Kirk County, right? So the Texas flood victims. We are doing that fundraiser and actually that ends tonight. I do think that we had a goal of raising $6,500 to give back to that organization that is actually helping those flood victims there up in Hill Country. So we have a fundraiser that's actually on the website, and it is $2 from every carton that is purchased from that category. It goes towards that from now through the end of the evening. So just keep that in mind as you guys are, if there's a carton that's on there. And in fact, flannel blanket happens to be one of those cartons, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm blending a lot with that carton, so it happens to be part of that fundraiser. So, you know, I think that one, right, make this one incredible blend. I think that's always something that, you know, when something like that happens, and I'm hoping everybody has seen that, knows what I'm talking about. I think that we instantly think, you know, what can we do, right? Like, I know I'm very close to this situation because I live here. And so I know, you know, it definitely touched everybody all over the United States. Everybody has linked hands to kind of help, but that's just one way that we can give back as a company, you know, customers as well, customers, consultants, and all of us to that organization. So just keep that in mind if there's a carton that you need from that and so forth. So, all right, we're going to keep on going. If you guys have questions, keep them coming. Marsha said she ordered the 3D Ghost. Well, I'm going to have to go look. Marsha, I didn't see it come through oh, I see it now. Awesome, Marsha. I've got your order. Yay. I got Marsha's order. Yay. All right. If you guys are placing, let me know in the comments. I always love to hear from you what you're ordering and so forth. All right. Next up, Cozy Beach Days. I did this one yesterday. Really, really like this blend. This has got let's see, Moment of Calm. All right, so I'm going to grab that one. That one was definitely, well, it was so popular when this one launched in January that we actually, hey Gigi, we put this one in the main, the signature line, right? So Moment of Calm has notes of salted pistachios, pink jasmine, and sun-warmed tonka. And then I'm going to pull out some Beach Soul, okay? So Beach Soul has notes of freesia, warm sugar, and amber haze. Definitely a fantastic fragrance. Oh gosh, I love that one so much. I love that. I'll be sad when that one goes. Moment of Calm, salted pistachios, pink jasmine, and sun-warmed tonka. And then I'm going to pull in that Luxe Comfort. So that Luxe Comfort, I want you to keep in mind, is your sandalwood fragrance. Cashmere, vanilla, creamy sandalwood, and sage are your fragrance notes. Lisa says, please add it to the body care line. That's a great suggestion. I'll definitely send that into ideas and feedback for you. I'll walk that down because that's a great suggestion. All right. Luxe Comfort, cashmere vanilla, okay, creamy sandalwood, and sage. We're going to blend all three of these today. You guys, I did this yesterday, but like I said, this was so good that I couldn't not do it again today. If you are looking for a fragrance blend, right, that meets all of the checkmark boxes for right now, like you're a summertime, you know, you like the relaxing fragrance, that would be this, right? Cozy Beach Days. So we're going to start off with a couple scoops of Luxe Comfort. Throw in some Beach Soul, which has that gorgeous Frisian note in it, plus the tonka, and then some Moment of Calm. And we're going to blend all three of these together. Very, very pretty. Again, I would probably put this in a bedroom. I actually have this blend going in my living room right now. Very, very pretty. So, Cozy Beach Days. You know what else would be really pretty with this? Would be, I'm just thinking, Luxe Comfort. Blend in a little bit of that with that sea salt vanilla too. That would be really good too. I love it when I have ideas like recipes that just float through my brain. You guys do that too? It's like, oh my gosh, I think I was doing that on Tuesday, as Laura Lee and I were like talking about the different products. I was like, wow, that would be really good with that. Like, it was like my wheels were just spinning around and such. I love it. How do you get started selling? All about t-shirts, my friend. That's an awesome question. So if you head over to pinkzebrahome.com, that is where you need to go. It will link you up with a consultant. If you do not have one there, then we can help you find one if you would like. So we would love to have you. Definitely love it. I love it. Would love to welcome you as part of our family. So there's also a lot of high bluegrass sprinkles of people that are probably happy to help you as well watching it. Let's see. Is Moment of Calm a good strong one? Girl. It's incredible. I wouldn't say it's strong as in cinnamon spice strong, like that. It has a gorgeous fragrance to it. And so it's definitely got longevity. It was such a high demand that when we launched it originally in January, it was set to be more of just, a fragrance that was going to just last for a few months and then go away, like as part of a collection. But everybody, including I think anyone that even remotely loves Pink Zebra, definitely said we need that fragrance, and so we did, and so forth. Yes, it does last a while. Yay! We're always wanting to help newbies. I know that. You guys are awesome for that reason. Thank you. Brianna wants to know how to reapply. Brianna, if you head to Pink Zebra Home, from there, that's you can actually go ahead and start the whole process there. Looks like Pink Zebra Home's already on that. They're gonna answer that question for you. So good stuff. All right, next up, I'm gonna give you a really fun one. I really like this one. I hope I brought me. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna pull out Flannel Blanket. Right. That is your Flannel Blanket is your sandalwood based fragrance right here. Okay. Like I said, that one makes my nose happy. That Flannel Blanket and Pumpkin Bread in the fall, I always look for both of those to come back. So good. All right, then we're going to grab up two other fragrances. I'm calling this one Blue Plaid. Is actually a fragrance that I used to do when I was in the field. You got some Moment of Calm. It's good, isn't it, girl? I hope it. I love that you love it. All right, so Flannel Blanket, luxurious sandalwood. So that's what I'm going to smell first, okay? Followed up with white musk and then warm amber. And then we're going to pull in some Manly Man, watery musk, white iris, and moss woods. Love that one too. And fireside vanilla. All three of those. All right. So calling this one just Blue Plaid. Very pretty fragrance. All three of these combined makes this fragrance. I like this one. Gosh darn it. I opened that carton. Oh my goodness. I opened this carton of Flannel Blanket, and as soon as I opened it and sat it right there, I instantly smiled. It smells so good. So good. All right. Oh, yay. We got some newbies up in here. I love it. All these recipes sound amazing. They are good. Trust me. I love to give you guys recipes and then some. Tomorrow we're going to have Christmas in July. Yeah, right? It'll be lots of fun. All right. Fireside Vanilla, must have for your fragrance arsenal, hands down. Fantastic fragrance. Smoky Vanilla Bourbon and Woody Cologne. And then some Manly Man. If you like a good smelling man, or you are a good smelling man, you'd love this. Watery Musk, White Iris, Moss Woods. And then we're going to throw in a little flannel blanket. Everything that I'm blending with today, again, if you head to pinkzebrahome.com, or if you're watching from there, you'll be able to see all of it. It's kind of fun. There is also, check out the 4-bag blend that is on there that is for sandalwood. That is a steal. So that's 4 bags for $40. And they're all sandalwood based fragrances, and they're all very, very, very good. Yay. Yes. All 3 of them are amazing. They are. This is a really good one, Kara. Definitely good. Yes. Flannel Blanket, Manly Man, and Fireside Vanilla. All right. Definitely a fantastic blend. Don't sleep on it. Fireside Vanilla is definitely one. Manly Man, all 3 of these are fantastic fragrances. That Flannel Blanket, though, man, does that make me smile. Every time that one comes back, I can't get enough of it. And what I love about that one, too, is that it has a musk note in it, right? So it has, and I think a lot of us naturally shy away. When you hear musk, I think that some people do shy away. It's kind of like patchouli. When you hear patchouli, you either love it or you hate it. I love it for so many reasons. This is Flannel Blanket because it has the sandalwood and it has the amber. It really, truly, when I melt this fragrance, it reminds me of a luxurious perfume, a rich, gorgeous, like not too old, like almost like a unisex fragrance, because it's not like super feminine, it's not super masculine, but when you pair all of these together, it does kind of take on that masculine fragrance. So definitely don't sleep on it. Very wonderful fragrance. I love it. Yeah, we're swooning for sure. Marilyn says she ordered. Marilyn, what'd you buy? I have to go back for the blend bags. Sabrina, it's a good deal. Yeah, 4 bags for $40. It's like such a good deal. Go after it. Yes. All right. I'm not sure what's going on over in TikTok today. What's happening over there today? That's just crazy. All right. Let me see here. Marilyn got her order in. I love it. That's awesome. Okay, good. Marilyn got some good stuff. Marilyn got that mansion. Oh my gosh. Marilyn, it's so good. I did. Do you remember when I mailed you 2 flannel blanket sprinkles to identify? Yes, I do. Because you loved it so much. I do remember that. Yeah, we had some good fun back then, didn't we, my friend? And I identified it. It's like, whatever works, right? Just like, I'm going to have this. All right. Next up is that we're going to pull out that sea salt vanilla. I'm going to give you guys another manly fragrance, which I really actually love a lot. And then I'm going to pull out this potion number 13. All right. So again, we're blended with sandalwood today. Sea salt vanilla is your sandalwood fragrance. Marine tide sandalwood and orange. And then I'm going to pair up some of this aqua blue. This one, if you love this fragrance, I'm going to tell you guys, it's not going to be in the line a whole lot longer. So I wouldn't sleep on this. This is a beautiful, Angela ordered. I'm going to have to check that here in just a second, Angela. Beautiful masculine fragrance. I see you, Angela. Awesome. Angela ordered. Yay. All right. Angela, you got a bunch of good stuff. Love it. Awesome. All right. So aqua blue has notes of masculine cologne, redwood, and suede. Ooh, I like that. I almost, dare I say, may like this one better than I like Manly Man. Oh, I can't believe I said that. It's crazy. Yes, potion number 13 is life. All right, so this one here launched on Tuesday of last week. Fragrance notes are aquatic bergamot, tonka, and amber. Of course, I'm going to love it, right? I know I got a lot of amber lovers out there. We're going to make Man at Sea. How about that? I mean, all right, we can roll with that name, right? If you don't like it, just rename it. I don't claim to be good at naming fragrances. I am good at making them. All right. So we're going to take this potion number 13. I got to say, when we launched this one, absolutely love it. I love all of the fragrance notes in it, but this one has that aquatic bergamot. So we had a whole week dedicated to bergamot here, which is kind of like a spicy orange. I'm telling you, Jennifer, Potion 13 is so pretty. So pretty. So bergamot, this is an aquatic bergamot. So I want you to think more of a fresher, because that aquatic note, you definitely pick that up with this fragrance. So this is going to have kind of one of those vibes. It's very, very watery fragrance. So when I add all three of these together, obviously this aqua blue that is right here, okay, and then potion number 13, we're going to do a couple scoops, but I'm going to throw in the sea salt and vanilla into this, okay. And what I think is going to happen, which I know is going to happen, is because it has the sandalwood in it, it's going to tie it all together. And I think that this exact fragrance, this sea salt and vanilla, is totally it's going to give kind of a creamier smell. You know, it's got the vanilla. It's going to give more of a, just kind of tie it all together. And I'm not giving this away. I'll give this away. But I want to make one for me too. This smells so good. So good. All right, hold on. I got to fix Facebook. Hold on just a second. Okay, so good. I love it. Oh, good, Beth. I love that you got that. All right, write this one down. Do not miss this one. Sea salt vanilla, there's your sandalwood fragrance, aqua blue, and potion 13. There we go. We made a good one. Potion 13, like I said, just launched. Aqua blue is beautiful. 2 different ways to purchase our fragrances, by the way. We have cartons that is what I'm blending from right now, or you can purchase it in a bag of sprinkles. You get 96 hours in a bag of sprinkles versus 384 in a carton, right? So when you buy it in a carton, it gives you more for your money. That is amazing. Love it. Pam, yay. I love it that you love Reunion. I did too. Wasn't it fun? I love it so much, but you know, I will say that I went to bed very early the last 2 nights. Well, actually, I did not go to bed early on Sunday. I went to bed early last night, and there's no judgment in that. Just saying. Man at Sea, I went to bed at 8 o'clock. I was so tired. It was so wonderful though. Man at Sea, sea salt, vanilla, aqua blue, and potion 13. Gorgeous fragrance right there. Okay, somebody's gonna get that in their package. We're gonna leave out this potion number 13. Potion 13, and I'm going to do a blend that I had on the blending board. So I'm going to do a few more fun ones of that. I wanted to blend in this moment of calm. All right, so this is a fragrance that actually does not have sandalwood, even though that is the focus this week. But this was too good to not give you guys. Love Spell number 9. Love Spell number 9. So now we're going to do some blends with some of the fragrances that launched on Tuesday, because I feel like we need to give that some love. Hey Tiff, mix potion number 13 with Ghostly Marshmallow. Okay, I will. You don't got to tell me twice. We will. That sounds good. We'll do. What do you call that? I love it. Tiffany's over on Facebook. She just said to mix potion number 13. Okay. And Ghostly Marshmallow. All right, we're going to try it. I'm going to try it. All right, love it. I'll have to see what I'll think. I'm sure it'll be good. She's a good mixer. I need to mix that one as soon as I can go downstairs, she says. All right, yes. I know the both of these are going to roll together. Potion number 13, like I said, came out on Tuesday. I loved it. It's fantastic. How many scoops of each do you use to blend? That is a brilliant question. Holly, there are 12 scoops unless I get really crazy. There's supposed to be 12 scoops in a bag. Sometimes I don't pay attention. However, 12 scoops to a bag. So you math it, right? So in the event of this exact fragrance recipe, I'm going to do equal parts, which means I'm going to do 6 and 6. But if you are somebody that, if you're in the middle of blending something and you think, man, especially fragrances like cinnamon, pine, that can be kind of cannibalizing, you just need to take that into consideration when you're blending. Sometimes an easy way to do that too would be to do just like I just did, and then to take it, you called it magic dust. She calls that magic dust. We'll do that one next. And kind of mix it a little bit, and then from there, then that gives you an idea what it smells like. This smells amazing. I'm going to go one heavier on the Potion 13 and see what happens. It's just personal preference. Like, there's no right or wrong. And so it's kind of like I said, trial and error. I've done as many as like 9 different fragrances before, which is kind of crazy. There would be actual science behind it. Super good. Woo-wee, I love that. I just love that moment of calm. Wouldn't it be amazing if we just got that in anything and everything that you could possibly imagine? Oh my gosh, I would love it. I would love it so much. All right, do I know of Juicy Orange Air Care? Yes, it will be. And Endless Summer. So Endless Summer, I would go ahead and grab now. I have a feeling, Bev, that one is about to the tail end of its life. I'll be letting you guys know though, like when fragrances are leaving, I'm going to tell you, thank you, Pink Zebra Home, when they go. Another hint, I don't know. I don't think so. They didn't tell me those. That would be a pretty awesome hint if it was. Nope, no hints. All right, we're going to pull out some Ghostly Marshmallow. Ghostly Marshmallow. We have sponge sugar, fluffy marshmallow, and caramelized sugar. Tiffany said this is good. She says it's good, so we're going to see what happens. Taryn says, I got all my fall scents out. I'm ready for the apple scents and all things. Oh, my gosh. Let me tell you, all right, I will not go get it. I will not go get it. But I have my scent flirt over here. They are shipping scent flirts. Marie says, I just placed an order. You did? What'd you order? I love it. They're shipping scent flirt today. Oh, my gosh. I should not have walked out there because I was like, oh, you guys are you're going to love it. Marie placed an order. Yay, Marie, I love it. Marie, you got that. Oh, that stacked pumpkin is so cute. You know what we'll do here in a second after I'm done blending? You have this one, Moment of Calm in your bathroom, Tiff. That sounds yummy. That's a good bathroom fragrance. I'll go grab some of those accent shades because there were some really, really good ones. So this came as a suggestion from Tiffany Billings over on Facebook. She said to mix the two of these. So I just thought we would have a little bit of fun. I'm good, Robin. How are you? And see what happens. So, Tiff. All right. So Tiff totally steered us right. This is wonderful. You need more fruit smells and scent flirts. Okay, send that in ideas and feedback. Definitely. This is really good, my friends. Potion number 13 and Ghostly Marshmallow. I love it. Yeah, scent flirt was really good. Like I got it right over here, and I will not do that because then I wouldn't have a scent flirt show, and I would have a lot of upset people. But let me just tell you. Ooh, wow, is that good? All right, so I'm gonna tell you what I'm pulling from this. I think it's the amber, maybe. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, so this has fluffy marshmallow would be, kind of like a vanilla draw. And I think that this is just the tonka and the amber. This is really pretty, Tiff. Definitely good one. Good one. Ghostly Marshmallow on potion number 13. Tiffany, what did you say that you named this? What did you say you named it? This is a really good blend, my friends. Definitely make this one. All right. Good, good, good. Right. Next up, we're going to do some more. All right. I used to do a ton of recipes when we had a good, solid coffee smell. Okay. So, like eons ago, we've had so many like coffee fragrances in the line. Espresso Martini is the coffee blend that I'm going to give you. But let me just tell you, I need that Ghosted Marshmallow, that this fragrance here, Caramel Cauldron, came out with the Tuesday release, and I am in love. All right. So this one brings back a lot of nostalgia to me because one of the very first fragrances, it is so good that I ever smelled, that I purchased, was a caramel fragrance. It was called Ooey Gooey Caramel. And this is vibing with my soul. I know I'm a little dramatic, but I'm just telling, you're such a sweetheart. This is definitely, though, one of those fragrances. All right, I'm going to tell you right now, Caramel Cauldron. It smells like a buttery caramel, and when I smell it, I want to eat it. It is that good. We're going to make Cozy Coffee Shop, okay? I used to do coffee. I had Coffee House Blend. I had it in multiple ways. And I want you to think creativity to the next level with this right here, okay? I know, Tandy, doesn't it? Hi, Tracy. I want you to think about this. This is what I do when I'm making these coffee blends. So I'll think, okay, what would I want to put in my coffee, right? So I've got my coffee fragrance, which is this espresso martini. Okay, so that's what it's going to smell like, is that coffee. Well, I like caramel, right? I love caramel in my coffee. And then I would love I had marshmallow in my coffee this morning. So I know I'm going to like all this. But then I think, well, what other fragrances do we have in the line? Anyone like a pumpkin latte? Okay, so I can do a pumpkin latte. Then I can mix in a little bit of an apple, maybe make like a fall blend, maybe making add some cinnamon. It truly, when you start thinking like that, like if I like to eat it, if I like to drink it, I like to smell it. I don't know anyone else for the most part, with the exception of bacon, because I like to eat bacon, but we don't want to smell bacon, right? But for the most part, side note, I squirreled a little bit. Coffee fragrances though, I could do that I could make a blueberry coffee. And then you can think, okay, well, if I want an actual coffee, drinkable coffee, what about like a bakery, like a coffee cake? And that's kind of how you start to just go different ways with fragrances. But this caramel, I'm telling you, we can do apple with it. Maybe next week, how would you guys feel if we did something like team apple, team pumpkin? Okay. And then we come up with some blends that kind of coordinate the two. That's kind of what I'm feeling for next week. Like, since we don't have I just lost my light. Since we don't have a vault show, I don't know that I can plug myself back in if it'll reach. I'll just be like this. Since we don't have a vault show, we don't have a PZTV next week. I was thinking we would have some fun. So we might do like something fun. So just stay tuned for more on that. We'll definitely do something fun with that. Team apple, team pumpkin, because next week's focus is spicy apples. So I'm kind of thinking, you know what? All right, I need to shake this. Definitely. You're on team both? Me too. I love both of them too. This is driving me crazy. Hold tight. I'm still talking to y'all. Let me see if I can get this plugged in so I can get some light back while I'm talking to you guys. Hold on just a minute. I think it'll reach. All right. I think it will reach. Did it come back on? Yay! All right. So I felt like I was in the dark there. There. Better. Okay. Yes, you're in for both? Well, we're going to do it. Oh, I love this so much. All right. Can you order a blend here in my life? Robin, no. So what you can do though is if you see something that I am blending, like for example, I have espresso martini, ghostly marshmallow, and caramel cauldron. If you head over to pinkzebrahome.com, then you could add all three of these bags to your cart, and then you could blend it yourself, right? I am not a consultant, my friend, but there are tons of consultants too that would be happy to help you as well, right? If you don't have one too. So let us know if you need any further assistance. Definitely. We love our peoples up in here. I love my friends. Holla if you're a consultant in the house right now. And customers. I love all of you. All of you equally. Definitely. Your team both. Okay, well, we'll do it. We're going to do it. Oh, apple all the way. This is fantastic. You're welcome, Robin. You're welcome. Are you a customer indeed, Robin? Make this. All right, do yourself a favor and make that. That is like the best smelling coffee ever. Cozy coffee shop right there. Yum. Love it. Okay, what are we doing next? I just put this one together a little bit ago. I am going to give you another fragrance that has sandalwood in it. All right, so this next one actually this is kind of intriguing. So I grabbed two fragrances actually that have sandalwood in them. I have here again, sea salt vanilla, which looks like we're gonna probably use the tail end of that. That's your first sandalwood fragrance. And then I have some Winter Woods. Winter Woods has sandalwood at the very holler. They're hollering at me all over on Facebook. Winter Woods at the very tail end has sandalwood. All right, so this is golden amber, cedarwood, and sandalwood. Love Winter Woods, of course. It's got all my things. We're gonna blend in the two of them. I might just blend in this container here so you guys can see me do that. Sometimes I do that whenever I am. I'm at the end of a fragrance. I'll do that. So I'm gonna add in. Let's see, 3, 4. You were shopping with a consultant, but I quit for a while. Okay, Robin. Okay. All right. I think this one's going to be a little bit heavier on Winter Woods, which is actually fine. All right, I love this. All right, so what I just did is I just blended in, right? I just did it in my actual carton just right here, okay? I recently joined. Awesome, Michelle. I love that. Welcome on in. We're so happy to have you. I just blend the rest of this in this carton right here. This has got 2 fragrances. I don't have a name for it. Sea Salt Vanilla and Winter Woods are the 2 fragrances that are in this. I wanted this to kind of take on, and again, I'm always talking about ways that we can blend fragrances to kind of customize. Kind of like a frosty winter vanilla mint kind of approach. But it's also going to pull the sandalwood out of both of them because they're both sandalwood. So we're going to pour this in a blending bag. I don't have a name for this one. And I just used the tail end of my sea salt and vanilla. So we're going to just put this one aside. But definitely a pretty fragrance. Probably something that you, if you like said fragrances in your, oh wow, that's awesome. Look at the colors there. Definitely very pretty. Yeah, salty winter. You could go almost like I said, it kind of takes on like a vanilla mint type like feel. Very, very pretty. Sea salt, vanilla, and Winter Woods. So make that one definitely good stuff. All right. All right. Then the last but not least, I am pulling out. Oh, here we go. Is this one of those? Apple pumpkin brew. All right. We're going to pull out some pumpkin cider. Another one of the fragrances that we actually have this included in our fundraiser. So in case you missed it, I was talking about this a little bit ago that we are in the very last day. You got a bag? That's so exciting. Awesome, Chrislyn. We are in the very last day of our fundraiser for Kerr County. If you're aware of all the devastation and flooding that occurred at the very beginning of the month, Pink Zebra has actually partnered with you and with an organization that is helping those folks. And so we are the very last day of the month, and we are giving back to those people. So if you purchase, like said, this carton, this is one of the cartons in the fundraiser, then you are helping that area, right? You know, with our fundraiser and then some. All right, so let's see. What are the most popular? That's an awesome question. If you're watching over on TikTok, she has a question about the most popular fragrances. What would you guys say? Give us a question or give us a category, Got to Be Pink. What are you looking for in particular? All right, I'm also going to pull out some Poisoned Apple. We're probably going to do a lot with this one next week too, by the way. And then last but not least, I'm going to pull out Farmhouse Cider. I know I brought it over here. Okay. I didn't. Okay. Is it over there? Let me look. Hold on. I'm going to see if I put it over there. All right. No, I'm going to run to my office real quick because I want to grab it. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to be right back. All right. Occasionally, it's like I can't do this. I got to do this at least once a show. You know, I make a recipe and then I forget to bring a scent. All right, Farmhouse Cider. One of the first fragrances that I ever purchased, tart apple, warm spiced cider and cinnamon. Absolutely fantastic. If you are a lover of fall fragrances, this is going to be right up your alley. Absolutely wonderful. All right. So we're going to blend the 3 of these together. I am calling this one Apple Pumpkin Brew. So we have a pumpkin cider, a poisoned apple, and then farmhouse cider. So we're going to blend the 3 of these together. Absolutely wonderful. This is going to be, for those of you that like a good strong fragrance, this is going to be right up your alley. Okay, very, very strong. And then tomorrow's show, like I said, it's going to be Christmas in July. So I'm going to give, hey, Dawn, what's up? I'm going to give you all kinds of sandalwood fragrances, though, that are more geared towards the Christmas season. So if you like, are ready for some of those, Christmas recipes and then some, not to say that you can't use it right now. I mean, I am not going to judge because it smells like apples and pumpkins in here. I mean, anything goes. Different strokes for different folks. Then you can totally, you can melt it, right? So I think it's just good to have the recipes and then some. I'm hoping to have Cherrylicious. That was a good one. Woo-wee. What's in Poisoned Apple? I will tell you. All right, Poisoned Apple has front note is red apple followed by warm spice and buttery sugar caramel. It is beautiful. It launched on Tuesday's show. I think this is fantastic the way it is. However, because I love caramel, I would add in a little bit of caramel cauldron to this, and I think it would even elevate it a little bit more. Maybe tomorrow we'll do that. I want to do some mixes with some of that warm apple pie tomorrow too. Perfect plum. I don't know, Barb. That was a good one though. I forgot about that one. You never know when that might pop up on a vault show too. You know, I mean, because that would be a vault fragrance for sure. So let's see here. All right, so that was really pretty. Apple pumpkin brew. Apple pumpkin brew, definitely a good one. Good strong fragrance. Not a ton of cinnamon in this. Oh, I know for some of you that say that if cinnamon is an issue for you, this would be good for the fall. Doesn't like overkill on cinnamon. I had a lady, okay, so I was one time was doing I had a long day of blending, and I'll never forget, it was like all kinds of cinnamon fragrances, right, that I was blending. Lots of apples, lots of like what I have right here in front of me. And she said, do you have on cinnamon lotion? And we were in the grocery store. I said, no, I don't. And then I went, oh my gosh, she smells me. She said, well, you just smell fantastic. She's like, I smell all kinds, like you smell like an old school, what'd she say? Country store. She's like, you smell like a, and that is because of that cinnamon that I had been blending. It definitely does have, good longevity. So if you're somebody that likes a good, oh, thank you. Blitzen's Bakery, that's a good one too, definitely. I think, some of those maybe hopefully will make a return down the line, hopefully. So stay tuned, right? We have more coming. We're always coming down the pipeline with vault shows. Is there anything that you guys want me to blend? I've got a whole bunch of stuff in front of me. I'm happy to grab some stuff. Anything in particular that you guys want to see? I know I did show this. I do want to show this guy again because I can't get enough of this. Well, actually two things. Let me see here. All right, look at this. We'll pull this one out here in just a second. Let me leave that on there for now. Okay, this is the Black Drip Simmering Light that we launched on Tuesday's PZTV. It was so fantastic that it made a return. Look at the way that just looks like a candle coming down. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. If we were going to sneak peek something, that we probably would sneak peek it on tomorrow's show. Maybe. So you might have to come out tomorrow and see and hang out. So gorgeous. You have your choice of base with this, but look at this. I'm going to go grab this really quick. Look at this guy. All right, this, my friends, is the epitome of Halloween and all things spooky. So gorgeous. This is the Spooky Mansion. It made its debut. You have sweater weather. Okay, Lauren. Bye, Kira. You have a wonderful day. It made its debut last Tuesday. The detail in this is just exquisite. You have gargoyles along the top. This is what we call an accent shade. Can you mix for our orders? Got to be pink. I cannot, but if you place an order right now and you let me know in the comments, if you place an order on Pink Zebra Home, I am doing blending bag drops in those orders today. So, if you have a good chance of getting one of those blends, if you let me know in the comments that I see your order. What scents would you suggest for an office with both men and women? I would go with flannel blanket, fireside vanilla, Nancy. Any fruit would be good too. I would probably steer clear of more of the floral fragrances. But I don't know. I would say anything that I've probably blended today would probably be okay. Flannel blanket would be fantastic. Luxe Comfort would be really good in there to give you an idea. A lot of times men like foods that are fragrances that have more of that masculine fragrance to it. Fireside vanilla would be wonderful. Yeah. So detail in this, absolutely exquisite. You got gargoyles along the top. You've got pillar columns, but look at this, my friends. Absolutely gorgeous. This is an accent shade that's going to set over the top of that simmering light. Just a stunner. So pretty. I showed this on yesterday's PZTV that we on the live or whatever. I want to do a swap out though, and I want to show you this orange light as well, because this one seemed to be the crowd favorite. So gorgeous, just so you can see how that shines through. This is definitely for those of you that like a good spooky Halloween. And then I'm going to shut this off so you can see that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? How awesome is that? Like, so spooky, right? So this is, like I said, an accent shade. Accent shades just add different decor to your simmering light. They're exactly like they sound. Got a lot of love for this one. I know. All right, I want to spin this around so you guys can see the back. The front, obviously, this is your front entrance. You got your front door here, and then your windows and such. But look at how open this is in the back. So if I was going to display this, I would want to make sure that whoever that you could see the back, because look at the way that goes up the window. The orange, this is burnt orange that I have underneath of it, is definitely, Karen said, big order in. I love it, Karen. This is kind of like the little black dress of fall simmering lights, where, you know, that sort of thing. So if you're somebody that likes, Karen, I got it. Awesome. I got your order, my friend. Thank you. Definitely wonderful. So if you're somebody that likes a good staple piece for the fall, this would be right up your alley for sure. Definitely so pretty. You blended aspen pine, cinnamon spice, and amaretto cream. Wow. Aspen pine, cinnamon spice, and amaretto cream. You know what you could do? You could do aspen pine, cinnamon spice, and winter woods. And that would give you that sandalwood smell that we're talking about this week. That's the sandalwood smell. Definitely. Isn't it beautiful? So pretty. Dawn said she made a blend of denim and cotton, Luxe Comfort, and Clean Comfort. Call it Texas Cowboy. Ooh. We got a little Rip action going on, even though Rip wasn't from Texas. But let's pretend like he was. That would be great, right? All right. So that's the Spooky Mansion. Is available on the website. This one will not last long. Definitely want to grab that one if you're a lover of all things and then some. But look at this. What I love about this simmering light, and like I said, this made a return on last Tuesday's live. This is that burnt orange color, but look at this. Okay. So I'm just thinking that, you know, if I wanted to buy the mansion, right, to keep that out for the spooky season, this whole getup would carry me through the November season. And then if you're an orange lover, then you could keep it out, you know, even longer than that. But how pretty is that, right? All right. So then we didn't stop there. I just want to keep, I have all these simmering lights here. I want to show you. Look at this guy. This is that 3D ghost. How fun is that? Can you guys see that up close? This has got, well, it's kind of hard to see him there, but whenever it lights up, there are ghosts around that. Okay. Talk about spooky. I really like it paired up with that lantern. Such a pretty little setup right there. So lots of different ways to, you know, fragrance your space. We have always two different warmers here at Pink Zebra Home. So always keep that in mind. In addition to a simmering light, we also have simmer pots. This creepy crawler made an appearance on the PZTV amongst some of the other ones. We also have a witch cat hat, and then oh, let me go grab one. I want to show. Halloween's your favorite? Let me tell you then. There's so many. Yeah, it would be great with winter woods. I know it would be. All right, let me go grab the pumpkin. Look, this one's so cute. I got to tell you that I absolutely love this guy. Look at this guy. So cute. Stacked pumpkin. So if this is more your jam here, all you got to do is grab your simmering light, right? And then it will fit over the top of any simmering light. This is just an accent shade, three-tiered stacked pumpkin. Very, very cute there too. So I love it that Halloween's your favorite. All right. Did I miss any orders? Anyone place one as we were on? I just want to make sure that I don't miss out on you. I'm going to check one more time and make sure that I don't. I have to run out there to the warehouse to make sure we get these bags in your orders before we get started. Definitely let me know in the comments and so forth. Definitely. Ben placed an order. I love it. You guys, you're going to love your scent flirt. So I have, I think about 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome. Wonderful today. Good stuff. You love all the options? I do too. It's wonderful, isn't it? All right. So tomorrow, we're going to do Christmas in July. I'm going to do a lot of Christmas blends that have kind of like a centered, that are centered around sandalwood, because that is definitely what we're talking about this week, and then some. And then we're also going to be talking about that amazing vault show that is on Thursday. There is a fragrance that is over there that is very Christmassy, so maybe I'll grab that one tomorrow. So Dinah said, I placed an order but through my consultant. Did you use her website, my friend? because I don't, I work for corporate, so I'll be able to see that. If you placed it through her website, her actual website, then I'll be able to see it. If you placed it through her, then I won't, of course. That's the only difference. Marie said she placed another order. Marie, what are you buying, girl? What are you buying up there? Senorita Sugar Skull? Isn't that, oh, you're going to love that so much. So cute. All right. Hey, Lauren, what's up? All right. So tomorrow, come back. Christmas in July, probably some sneak peeks of some things like spiced holly berry and then some, and I just let that out of the bag. So probably some of those fragrances. So you might see those tomorrow on the live. I might kind of do some teasing with that, but we're going to definitely do some Christmas fragrances and then some. So I will see you tomorrow. Don't be late. Bye, guys.